takes leaders from all over the world to help those in our community. And the leaders that help make it better, we're going to highlight. Check it out. Welcome everyone to the Your Little Castle Show. Carter Rethwish, aka the Cardinal Cowboy. I get to work with all kinds of great organizations all over our great plains here in the Midwest and around the country. You referenced that somebody had mentioned to you about our show that's out of Florida. Is that right?
Yes, all the way from Yulee, Florida.
Yulee, Florida. How did they hear about us?
So basically, I guess they was on social media and just going through their social media and said, "Hey, have you heard about this company up there in your town?" I was like, "No, never heard about them, but you're right here, 11 minutes away from me."
Nice. Well, here we are. We have Shana Jones. I'm gonna put your title up there for everybody to see. You are the CEO, founder of Keep Pushing Inc. KeepPushingInc.org.
Yes,
And you get some samples here. I'm gonna take off the titles now so that you can see. You help people with grab and go food primarily, but tennis shoes and bicycles and clothing. Yes. Anything somebody may need, you've got the resource to help those people. And based on a little bit of your history we're going to get into here. With that, give a shout out Carroll House Furniture, because you like nice things. Where do you like nice things? In your little castle. Everybody has their own little castle they're trying to develop, work on, build, our little corner of the world. And we're helping business owners and charitable organizations and everyone in between to get the word out about what they do. So with that, you've got a great looking website. You've got a Facebook page. Shana, welcome to the Your Little Castle Show.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Cowboy.
All right. Well, tell me how did this get started for you? Tell me what led you here.
So basically, the pandemic, 2020, the pandemic that nobody could forget. Basically, in my front yard over in Maplewood, Missouri, that's where I was. Woke up one day after getting my 9th call of a family member passing back in Albany, Georgia, of COVID. Just basically went out and set a table. Basically, I knew from where I come from, we always help our neighbors out, listen to the news and everything. We made the sandwich, peanut butter jelly, some sandwiches. My first table was apples and oranges, a bowl of apples and oranges, and I put sandwich bags out there. A little card table in my front yard, and that's how I got started, just out there and just put a sign, my son wrote grab and go. We are in this together. And basically I was going through a lot, couldn't go home, couldn't go see family, was here. At the time my youngest was 6 months old, so just single mom trying to figure out things. My son was on the way first year at Mizzou, trying to understand what's going on with this COVID. Had just stopped my job in 2019. I worked for Flying Colors and has just stopped to pursue going in to do nonprofit full time. And COVID happened.
Well, that's where innovation and the will, and that's where I ask you, how did you come up with the name Keep Pushing? Tell me what that means to you, why that's important.
Basically, that's what I had to do. Every morning I had to wake up and keep pushing. I had no income coming in, entrepreneur, trying to start, trying to build, trying to figure out the ABC steps. But when you're in a pandemic, you realize that you have to go ZTS and come back to A. And so I literally woke up every morning telling myself to keep pushing. I literally looked at my mirror and just said, hey, can't be depressed. I can't go through the trauma. Only thing I know how to do is help my neighbors. I've been out service helping since I was young, coming out of high school, college. This is what I love to do. It was a side thing I love to do, but I decided to do it full time, but I did not know that it was going to happen during a pandemic. So Keep Pushing was the name that reminded me every day.
So you were literally on the path to start a not-for-profit.
Yes.
And then when this got put in your lap, you said, hey, this is where we got to run with it, and we're going to go with this right now.
Right now.
And the name Keep Pushing, because that's how you get there, right?
That's how it was. It was literally, I'm a business degree, so it was literally like no go through 1, 2, 3. It was literally just run. You got to keep pushing. It was no turning back. It was nothing. So 7 days a week, right in my front yard, I built it. foundation right in my front yard. I learned every kinks, every problem right in my front yard. Everything.
So yeah, you're hands on, diving in, head first, not feet first, head first, making this thing happen. And then you initially who were the people you first started to serve? Was it the people in the neighborhood around where you live?
So actually, I live on a 4-way stop sign on the main street in Maplewood, right behind Walmart, Lowe's, Sam's, and everything.
Yeah,
so
I'm familiar.
Every traffic was coming through there. So basically, I was just thinking about my neighbors in my neighborhood because the school had shut down. The kids couldn't get their school lunches no more. They couldn't feed. Everything was just shut down. Parents was trying to understand kids at home now. How do we go to work? How do we handle the kids? But we can't go to work because now it was a whole lot of mixed things happening. And watching the news, it was like, what can I do? What can I do? And only thing I knew how to do was just set things out on the table. You watch social media, you hear somebody say, hey, I can't go to the store because I got a little baby. I don't want to get COVID. Do anybody have soap? Or do anybody have, at that time, toilet paper? Toilet paper was the number one thing. Like toilet paper, paper towels, like Kleenex was like the number one. Do anybody have this? You look on social media, do anybody have this? Can I come pick this off your front porch? So basically, I literally had a table. It was a cardboard table. A little card table. And it was sitting low. And I literally would see things that people would say they needed and just make it happen. Just put it on the table. Somebody say, anybody got any Tylenol? My baby's running fever. I literally get it. Put it on the table. I'm clearing out my cabinets. Fine. Just, hey, grab and go. It's sitting on the curve. It's not next to nobody. It was nobody could be touched. No contagion. We didn't have to talk. Just come and get it. And basically, that's how it started. And neighbors starting to see. And neighbors say, hey, can we drop this on the table? Because we saw people need this. And it just started coming. And yeah, and then
how did you accumulate most of the things that were donated to you? People
community,
word of mouth, and then people would come over and say, "I've got something to donate," and literally hand it off.
I'll be honest with you. I wake up and my front porch would just be loaded. Really? It'd just be loaded of donations. People wouldn't even say nothing. People would leave notes or say things, say thank you for opening your house, but my front porch, my driveway, everything would just be loaded. And so we would literally go and sort through things, pick things out. My whole hallway became a pantry, everything. My living room became a pantry, and we just started distributing like everything. And then one day an 18-wheeler came and said, hey, we heard, you giving out stuff. We got pallets of water. Can we pick this up because we cannot take it nowhere? And I have a video of that. Like they unloading gallons of water in my front yard, my driveway. And so it just became a way that we just show how community started helping community. Basically, it was just neighbors helping neighbors.
Well, the word spreads when you're doing good things. That's pretty exciting. So it's just a literal word of mouth. And back then, because now you've got a website, you've got a Facebook page. Did you start off with a Facebook page?
No, that was just me, just my own personal Facebook page. That's all I would do on my own personal Facebook page because I wasn't to the point of, establish the website, establish the logo or nothing. I was in the work of doing the 501c3, so basically it was just me personally. Hey, this is Shana. The grab and go table's out. Hey, y'all come by. Actually, back then I didn't think about it, but I was putting my address out there. People were so scared. They was like, "Girl, you just putting your whole house out there." But at the time, I was not thinking. I was just wanting to help my neighbors. I wanted to help people because everybody was hurting. So that's all I wanted to do.
Wow, and then it's just grown and grown since then. Yes. And then you actually are incorporated and you're a registered 501c3 charitable organization.
Yes.
And you went through the paperwork to get that done?
Got everything
Had some help
done.
With that too?
Yes, I got the paperwork done.
When did you make the decision to become a 501c3?
So actually, the 6 month in, being in my front yard, I had a lady come and she said, hey, you might want to incorporate this. She said, because you're going to get big attention. I'm like, okay, well, I can't really think about it because, IRS is back, everything, I'm thinking business like everything shut down. So, she's like, let me help you. I'm going to show you how to do this and make it happen. And so basically, by the grace of God, like it literally took us 5 weeks to get our letter back to say we was 501c3 approved.
Well, that's important because then you get a designation for charitable purposes, and then you can deduct
and
things.
People who was donating, we could give them a letter back and tell them thank you, and they was not, But it's crazy part about it. During that time, people was really just want to help. Nobody was worried about, getting the letter back and everything. They really wanted to see somebody actually doing the work, and they knew their money, their donation was actually going back out into the community. And unfortunately, I was that light for that 7 days a week, 2 years straight in my front yard.
That's some dedication. I understand. I've worked with now close to 200 or over 200 charities.
Yeah.
We got up to like 75, and I said I'm going to stop updating the website. If you want to look, it's out there on your cardinalcowboy.com. But there's so many people out there who are in need. What do you think is the number one most donated thing that people like to give to you to give to other people to help
the
other
most
people?
Number one donated thing is food.
Okay.
Because food insecurity is real. No matter where you are, no matter what state you are in, what city you're in, food insecurity is real. As you see, we just came out of a government shutdown, and as you see that even just people not getting their food stamps for just that short period of moment set people back. So organizations like us who do have pantries, do offer quality food and everything, we stand in the gap for that food insecurity, because food insecurity is real. People, cost is going up, economics going up. And one thing I did learn during COVID is not always about low income, it's everybody, because cost is going up. No matter how much you make or whatever, you go to a grocery store, cost is going up. So food insecurity become real because people are trying to choose to pay bills, to feed their family, or to clothe their family, or to just live. And so organizations like Keep Pushing Inc., when we say we are creating a better direction for our neighbors, we are basically saying, hey, you might have that dollar to go buy the noodles or go buy the rice, but if we could save you $1, because we do not ask for no kind of, ID or no anything, people just walk in, we don't care what your income and everything, we are saying we are there for you. I kind of call myself like the mom and pop, restaurants that you have, that you go in there no matter what. We're just that neighbor. Knock on my door, ask for the sugar. We're going to give you the sugar.
Here it is, everybody. Young lady Shana Jones has done a great job helping to communicate and help our community and going out of your way and spending extra time to do so. If you take a look here, she brought a bunch of samples here, but some of the standard fun stuff that everybody enjoys. You've got pineapple, beans, rice, collard greens, corn.
You gotta have your fiber.
Yeah, raisinets. I mean, there's a little bit of everything. Got a little banner up here. We'll keep that up. But there's so much that goes into our community and what we all need to make it this little planet. And here's a leader that's really taken the time to do so to help people that are in need. And you never know, that could be you at any given time. So that's what they say. Always be nice to everyone around you, because you never know. My dad told me one of his many things he taught me, but be careful to everybody you're stepping on the way up, because you're going to see the same people on the way down.
Yep.
So be nice as you go, as you rise, and take care of those people who are doing a good work. With that, we're going to jump into a clip here about our community and share with you guys a little bit of the fun we've got going on here as we visit some people, friends down at Busch Stadium, everybody. And we get to enjoy and partake a lot of the excitement there. Check it out.
The Cardinals. They didn't pull it out, but it's all right. They'll get them next time.
Smart man here, everybody. Hey, stay tuned. Cardinal Cowboy, get up. Buddy's here over the last, it seems like a really, really long time.
Yeah, we're getting there. Yeah, it's coming up on it.
But the restaurant world, you get to meet all kinds of fun people. What do you enjoy most about Cardinals and the Cardinal games?
They're always exciting. They're always beautiful with the backdrop of the next city and everything. They're always fun. They're always electric. So it's always a good time at the Cardinals games.
You think that the Cardinals bring that positive energy? It's just something that helps people understand and be entrenched in the whole St. Louis spirit. I mean, it seems like it's formed around the Cardinals. When you and I were talking a little bit the other day, you sent me a text like, where should we sit? What do we get to? We're all connected that way. You get your friends that are Cardinals related. You got a friend, somebody you can talk to and talk about the fun stuff.
Absolutely. No, it didn't even matter. No, I was sitting kind of entrenched in the Cubs over there, and I know there's a little bit of rivalry, but it was all fun spirit. Everyone had a good time. It was 100 whatever degrees today, it felt like, but everyone was sweating together, having a good time, watching some good baseball.
Well, there's nothing better than watching a Cardinals-Cubs game right here at Busch Stadium. Can I ask who you were cheering for?
I'm an opposite of the Cardinals. They didn't pull it out, but it's all right. They'll get them next time.
Smart man here, everybody. Hey, stay tuned. Cardinal Cowboy, get up.
His name is Carter Rethwich, but in St. Louis, he's known as the Cardinal Cowboy. He's a well-known fixture in the stands at sporting events in the Gateway City.
So my buddy Paul
He's
Brown.
one of its greatest cheerleaders, a super fan like no other. When he makes his rounds at almost every home game, he shares his love for sports with the rest of fandom with a smile, a cheer, some positive encouragement, and lots of selfies and pics. But the Cardinal Cowboy was born of a tragic incident. Rethwish was an aspiring athlete in high school and college. He dreamed of playing in the big leagues, but those dreams ended when he and 3 of his college friends were hit with a devastating crash by a 5-time drunk driver. One of his best friends died. Carter suffered a critical head injury. The trauma put him in a coma for 6 days. The doctors said he was never expected to function again. Those expectations never came true. He fought back and finished college. He was determined to prove the doctors wrong. Among other inspirations, it was his love of baseball that kept him going. And from his near-death experience, the Cardinal Cowboy emerged. His goal in life became to inspire others with positivity despite the odds, to help people believe in themselves and achieve their dreams.
So after my coma, I realized that it was up to me if I was going to accomplish my goals, if I was going to reach my dreams. Despite what the naysayers would say, the people that were discouraging me, like they do everyone, it's up to me if I'm going to make it. Don't listen to the naysayers. It's up to you. You decide whether you're going to succeed, whether you're going to reach your goals. Dream, and then always, always chase your dreams. Never give up. Giddy up. Hey, we're looking for the small business owners and leaders in our community to be on our show. This is the Your Little Castle Show. We air 3 times a week, every week on ABC, and we would like to put somebody you know, or maybe it's you, who's a business owner to be on our show. You'll sit right here in our guest chair, right here, sitting here talking to us. We're going to put on the wall your website and everything about you and highlight you as a leader. Fill out the form you see here on our website. It's bigleagues.com, and if you go to bigleagues.com, fill out this form. It takes just a couple seconds, and you can even schedule yourself right here. Schedule yourself to be on the show, and there is no charge for us to record you. There's no charge to be in the studio. Check it out if you would like to be on. Fill out the form again, bigleagues.com. This is where we can turn any interview into a series of clips. Check that out. Go to bigleagues.com. So there it is, a little bit of the fun in the community, and we're looking for more leaders in the community to share a little bit what they're about. But check out our book, Magnetize Media. Yours truly wrote the introduction here, the foreword, and they said they got to have my picture and put it in there too. But literally, media changes the way things work on our little planet by now. You've got to have websites. You've got to have social media. That's how you were referred to as by somebody in Florida.
Yes.
Somehow the ad popped up, or probably referred to somebody or connected somehow and are checking out our stuff because we got a lot of Cardinal fans down in Florida. I can imagine that might be where they came from. Tell us how media has impacted. You've got a book you wrote. Tell us a little bit about your book too.
So I wrote a book, Serving on E, basically because the 2023, that was my year that I really say that I served on E. And when I say E, that's not on empty. That was on endurance. Because 2023, I have lupus. I'm a lupus warrior. And I got sick, infection all through my body that put me on my deathbed, literally on my deathbed. Wow. And my mom, family came to Missouri to say their goodbyes. I be honest with you, even looking back now, I say, Lord, thank you. That's all I can say. Is because I'm still here, sitting here talking to you, still here serving the community. And so Serving on E was a book that I wrote because not only did I come off my deathbed, but in that same year, my brother who helped me incorporate Keep Pushing E was my first president. He passed away 2 months later after me coming off my deathbed. So my mom still lost a child, and it was a lot. But at the same time, I had to keep pushing. I still had people because we was out on the grounds for 3 years at that time. So people were still in need, and people were still needed service. And so we started doing health and wellness. We started, helping people pay bills and do different things. We started growing, but at the same time, I was going through a lot. So I was waking up every day and saying, keep pushing. And you think after my brother passed away, you think that part of my life, I was, to sit down and just say, okay, God, I understand. You gave me my breath back. I was like, yes, I could get over this grief because I'm breathing, But then after that, my house burned down. So within 2023, the whole thing went like in a bombshell, like went up. My whole life went up. So literally at that time, I'm like, God, what is really happening? What is really going on? And so I tell people when I'm out here serving, I'm not serving just because I want to be the person doing some good. I'm serving because I have been through a lot. I've been through what most of the clients that come to me, most of the people I talk to, I have experienced what they are going through. So I have firsthand of the feeling. And so I'm not out here telling somebody get over it. It's going to make it better, because when my house burned down, I stayed in the hotel 6 months. They have nothing. My house burned down to the ground. I mean, literally, it burned down to the ground. Left me with nothing. I was grieving. I was still weak in my body, trying to heal from the sickness and everything. But one thing that I did, that I learned to do in 2020, was I went to serve. Week after my house burned down, I went to Jennings, Missouri, a church over there, and we served over 600 people. We gave out turkeys, we gave out clothing, we gave out everything. We had people driving in from Arkansas to come bless me, to bring my family clothing and different things. People was bringing me stuff, but I was still pushing out, trying to help my community, because that was my therapy. That was the way I could cope. I couldn't just sit up in the room and say, oh, me. I had to keep pushing. And that's what I did.
And that's where you get the title, Keep Pushing.
Yeah.
Keep Pushing, Inc. There it is. I'll put it up on the screen for everybody to see that too. But it is where you literally are helping others to keep pushing and giving them the resources to do so. And you can see you got a nice slogan, creating a better direction for our neighbors.
Yes.
And we're all neighbors. We're all connected to somebody.
Yes.
Somehow, and everybody goes through a point in their life where they're probably going to need some help.
Yeah, and so that's where keep pushing. We don't want to be just a organization or an agency that you just come and get what you need and just walk back out the door, because then we become a Band-Aid that's going to fall off sooner or later. We actually want to be that connection where you say, hey, I could call them back. We'll sit, listen. We have people on our case management that will just listen to you. Might not need nothing, just need to listen. We take very pride that we partner with other agencies, other counselors, other people that have more experience than I have, that have more licensed doctors, therapists,
Right.
that could help me. But we are like the middleman to get you there. So we build those relationships with people to get help for our community. So it's not just come get food and just walk out the door. And we really try to help. We build relationship with banks so we can help you budget right, help you figure out how can I budget to not go back into the slump. How can I budget if we do have another crisis? We do that. We health and wellness. We want you to sit. We want to teach you how to breathe. We want to teach you how to, when things get overwhelmed, how do you breathe through it? Because I had to learn it. So I'm kind of teaching you stuff that I had to learn, because I had to use these resources. I was at a point going through grief. I had to use this resource. People always say, God gonna take care of you and all that, but faith without work is dead. So I got to teach you how to work, and that's what Keep Pushing is about.
I'm with you. People, I was in a coma. They gave me less than 50-50 odds to survive, and I just now, if there's anything I would profess, is never give up. If you just keep going, you will get there. It's just a matter of how long is it going to take and what direction you're going to. And if you fail in one particular region, that wasn't because it was a failure. That's because God had a different plan for you. He's telling you to go a different direction, and He will guide you through whatever it is you're going through, so you can make it. Just never, ever give up. Creating a better direction for our neighbors. Keep Pushing Inc. KeepPushingInc.org, not .com, .org, because it's an organization. 501c3. 314-390-5225. They can call it direct. Is that a cell phone?
They could call it. They could text it 24/7. They text it 24/7. We have somebody that monitor our text 24/7. They could call it. Sometimes it's going to go straight to automated because we do be so busy. So we tell people, please text the number. You'll get respond real back quick. Send us an email. Go to our website. You can fill out a form on the website. Send us a message. And, you know, we are not just here in St. Louis. I want to make sure people understand that. I have been, first of the year, I was down in Florida for 3 months, helping a community down there and just helping them get started, feeding them, showing them how to just be out in their neighbors, you know. Yeah. I went to Mississippi. I traveled because I just don't want this to be here. Everybody could be a neighbor. And I want to just show that model all over the world to be a neighbor.
We are so much more connected these days because of the whole the interwebs and social media and everything that kind of keeps us in the loop with each other. But a couple things I'll point out. One is if people do decide to donate, it is a tax-deductible donation because you are registered as a 501c3.
Yes, they could go to our website. You have a nice pledge button right there. You could donate. You become a monthly subscriber. You could donate monthly. You could donate weekly. And it's all come back to you. You get a nice letter. They would send it back to you. You could write it off in your taxes. You could also mail us. We have a P.O. box. People mail us Amazon boxes, groceries, anything, socks, gloves. You can mail us. Just send it to us because it's all going to go back to the community. We are shipping stuff all over. We help people all over. So, you know, even if you just have an organization, I say this to small organization, grassroots, even if you have an organization and you trying to, you know, build your organization up and you need more food and everything, reach out to us because we are that type of neighbor too. We'll help you too.
Well, it seems like you do have a lot to offer and there's so many people that you are helping. What is it that helps you to wake up every day to keep doing this? What is it that is your passion for this that keeps it going for you?
I'm still here. The day that respiratory came and they checked and see if I could breathe on my own, and the doctor said we could take that tube out and she's gonna be able to breathe on her own, that's what made me keep pushing, because I still got breath in my body, so I cannot sit down and just waddle because I have purpose. So we watch the news, we hear the stories, but we have to activate. And like I said, faith without works is dead. So I want to be the person, shine the light to show people what working is like, even when you're grieving or going through depression, because life is not perfect, but we all have purpose.
There it is, everybody. We all have purpose, and there's so much that you will gain. And I found the more active I became, the more involved I became in the community and helping organizations, the better I felt and the better I recovered from coming through a situation where they did not expect me to survive, much less be able to take care of myself. There's still some people that question that part. Cardinal Cowboy, can you take care of yourself? I've done all right, but I want to help other people realize and believe that they can make it too. So get a hold of our guest here, Shana Jones, CEO, founder, keeppushinginc.org. You will help anybody from all over the country to figure out a way they can survive, make it, and then go on and help other people as well. Is that fair to say?
We have to, you know, they say touch one, it spread, it get contagious. So we have to make the world a better place.
There it is. Stay tuned, everybody. This is the Your Little Castle Show. Giddy up.